Okay, welcome. So if you're here watching this video, then you're like me and you have no spin experience and you're trying to decide if the Peloton bike is worth investing in, or maybe you're just here because you want to find out a little bit more about the bike and also if you should buy this bike. So if you're anything like me, you've probably spent a lot of time researching the Peloton bike. You've probably watched several videos and now you've landed here. So stick around, I'm going to talk to you about a few things that I wish I had seen in videos that I had to kind of figure out on my own. I'm also going to be talking about why I decided to make the purchase of the Peloton bike for myself and why also I'm extremely happy with my purchase so far. So one of the first things that I want to discuss is what I call the one-stop shop. So with the Peloton app, I call it the one-stop shop because they have everything really that I personally think you need for an overall well-rounded fitness regimen. So they have obviously the cycling aspect with the bike, the treadmill part, which you don't have to have a treadmill to do. You can actually run outside. They have meditation, yoga, stretching, strength workouts. So everything inside of this one centralized app, and it's really cool. It's been great to track that data and to be able to go to one place for all of that data. So in the app, it's going to sync across to your bike and it's going to track everything. It's going to show you, your meditation, your yoga. It just bunches everything into one centralized location. And you're going to be able to click on there and go through and look at everything in detail of what you've done, which is awesome for me because I'm kind of geeky in the aspect of I love to look at the data that I've done. It kind of motivates me to push myself and do a little bit better on the next workout. And it just helps me be consistent because, like I said, I can just go to this one place, whether it's on the bike, on my phone, or I can log in and follow on a PC or an iPad or a Droid. It doesn't really matter. You can log in and just track everything in one spot. So I currently pay money monthly for another meditation app that I can now replace with the meditation in here. And I've been doing it, pretty much every single day so far. And I'm very happy with that. So another thing with the bike that I never saw, but I just was fortunate enough, was the pedals are actually, they're designed to take a cycling shoe. So you actually have to snap the shoe into the pedal to use it. I mean, technically you could place your feet on there and pedal, but you're not going to actually be able to stand up and follow along with the classes and the spin classes without having a cycling shoe with that cleat that snaps down into it. So I never found that out. I had to kind of learn the hard way. So the shoe itself, I think is a pretty nice shoe. I don't have any other baseline to compare it against, but it does have this little cleat on the bottom, and that's what you're going to stick into the pedal and push down to snap it into place. And then you're kind of locked in for your ride. It's kind of cool. The shoes are really lightweight. And I really like the aspect of clipping in because, I call it like there's no way out now. So there is a way out, but I call it no way out because once you snap into that bike and you commit to starting that exercise, it's really mentally made me say, okay, I want to do this ride now. So these are great. You just Velcro on the two bottom straps, and on this latch, it's a lot like a rollerblade. You have a button here that you press, and this top latch will release, and you just snap it down, and then you can ratchet this by click, 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 and it'll just tighten till your desired tension. And so that's pretty cool. So that brings me to how I decided to purchase my package. I went with the Essentials package, which I highly recommend that you go with that package over the rest. And the reason why is because it comes with the weights and the shoes. And if you use the referral code, which I used someone else's referral code, I ended up getting $100 off. So essentially I paid $25 for the shoes, which I think is well worth it. And then of course you get the weights, which a lot of the workouts use the weights. If you use the referral code, then what happens for you is you're going to get $100 off of your purchase of your bike. That's going to help cover most of the cost of the shoes and the weights. And if you use my referral code, then what that does for me is it gets me $100 off of my next apparel order. So basically doing these workouts so far, I get extremely sweaty, and these workout clothes that I'm using are going to get so worn out so quickly and stinky. So that $100 will basically help me buy some of these overpriced clothing options on the Peloton website. So what it says here is I can use my referral code up to 12 times per year. So if 12 people use my referral code, then essentially what I'll get is $1,200 worth of free clothing on the Peloton website. So that's really cool. And like I said, go ahead and use that code. I'll link it down in the description below. And you can use my referral code and get $100 off your order. So another reason why I really was looking into a home workout program is I don't really like going to the gym. I don't like dealing with other people, especially after work. I'm tired. I want to do a good workout, and it's a place for me to escape. And I'm more of an introverted type personality, so having to be around other people actually, it really is just tiring. It just wears me out to have to socialize and to go out into the world and to do that. So I've always been big into home fitness, but on the downside of that is home fitness, when you get home, especially, it's the weekend or a day after work, it's really easy to just go, I'm kind of home and I'm comfortable now, so I think I'm just going to sit down. And once you sit down, then it becomes really difficult to get up. Having the bike here, it's always out, so it's really motivational to look at that. It's a really sleek looking design. I think it is really nice looking. And just seeing it makes me want to go get on the bike and do a workout. But also, the price tag is pretty hefty. So investing in a bike like that also is motivational, because you're spending all this money on this product and it's kind of a waste if you're not going to commit and use it. So having this bike at home is great. And the other side of having it at home is, it's motivational to have this awesome piece of equipment that makes you want to get up and work out on it. But if you have loved ones, whether it's a wife or a kid or a husband or whatever in the household with you, you kind of motivate one another. Just, for me, I have a wife and a kid, and when they see me on this bike, my son wants to come out here, and he was dying to get on the seat and ride. So I purchased the little kid's bike for him that I saw in another video that I thought was a really cool idea, because I was blown away at how interested he was in the bike. He just kept asking me to put him up on the seat. So I went ahead and bought the kid's bike for him, and the first thing he did last night was say, hey, get on your bike and let's do a workout together. So it's really motivational for one another as a family to see and to be around these healthy habits, and happiness like that is contagious. And that's exactly what I'm trying to spread in my household with my loved ones. So I think that that's a really, really good determining factor for me when I bought the bike. I talked it over with my wife and I said, look, I'm not going to buy this bike just for me. If I'm going to buy this, I hope that you're going to give it a shot and you're going to use it. And, I'm trying to better myself so that I can be better for my family as well. So another reason why I went with this is because I have zero spin experience, and it's pretty intimidating to go into a new anything, like starting a new job or trying to go to a spin class, because you have an instructor who obviously knows a lot about it, who's immersed in it and been doing it for a long time. And then you have a bunch of other loyal, class takers that have been doing it for a long time. And I don't know about you, but I hate walking into something and feeling like I'm the newbie and that, everyone's kind of like judging you and looking at you like, oh, you don't know what you're doing. It kind of makes you feel a little bit inferior. I've done it. I've been there and gone to classes and done things, not spin classes, but other workout classes. And, you get over it and you kind of adapt and fit in pretty quickly. But having this in the privacy of your own home, you can wear what you want. You can get on the bike. You can start as slow or as fast as you want. It's completely up to you. So you have all of the flexibility. There's some great beginners classes on there that, they're designed for beginners. So it's just a lot better and less judgy than going to a gym, you know what I mean? So another really cool thing with the bike is it's pretty quiet. You can sync a heart rate monitor, like I said, you can sync a Bluetooth headset, or you can just physically plug in the headphones, and you really don't hear anything. Alright, so check this out.
I was doing a 20-minute recovery ride, and my son was kind of watching me ride, and then all of a sudden, the next thing I know, I looked down, and he was passed out. He just fell asleep right at the base of the bike during my ride.
So I don't know about your financial situation, but I did not have, $2,000 just sitting around in the bank that I could go ahead and spend on the bike. But they offer the financing through a company called Affirm, and you can go on the Peloton website and take a look and basically see if you pre-qualify. So that's the way I decided to get the bike. And it's no interest, so you're going to pay it off over roughly 3 years. The Essentials package that I got is for 39 months, 0% APR, and you're going to pay $62 a month on that. And if you're going to get the full app, then it's going to be $39.99 for the subscription. So you're going to be paying just over $100 a month. And the cool thing with that is you can add other family members. So as far as I know, there's no limit. So on your bike, once you get it and you activate your $40 monthly subscription, you're going to create your profile or log in on your profile, and then you can tap on add other members. And, if you live in a house where you have, like I said, a couple other people, you could easily make accounts for them that are all bunched into that same price. So $100 a month roughly is a lot cheaper than having a gym membership for yourself or for someone else in the family. So like I said, $100 a month I feel like is not too bad for something that can and hopefully will be used not just for you but for your family. But even if it's for you, there are plenty of gyms out there that when you're taking the classes and everything, you're going to be spending $100 if not more than that. So it's not a bad value. And like I said, you got it right in front of you, staring at you. Mine's right here behind the camera, just like begging me to get up and start exercising. So I'm very competitive. So I love having that competitive edge. While I don't like to go out and have to deal with people a lot, it's really nice to be able to have the bike, and I don't even know anyone else on there, and most of the time I'm competing with myself because I can see the leaderboard, I can see what I'm doing, and I'm listening to that instructor telling you, all right, keep up to this pace with this resistance, and it's really cool to just push yourself. And, because I had the bike, I was so tired yesterday, but I did a workout in the morning, and then in the afternoon, my son was like, hey, Dad, I want to do a ride, so why don't you get on your bike, and I'll get on my bike. And we both did another ride together. I did a 30-minute ride. It was really fun. It was challenging. I got off. I was soaked. I was tired. And my son rode his bike for the full 30 minutes, which was awesome because he usually gets tired of things pretty quickly. I wonder where he gets that from. But we had a blast together. And like I said, that's that motivational thing, where I was done. I already did my workout. But the fact that it was here and my son just, all it took him was to ask that one time. And I was like, yeah, I'm game for it. And like I said, I snapped on those shoes, clipped in, and once I was clipped in, it was on. So I did my 30-minute workout, and it was great. So you can add friends, whether it's someone that you know who has a Peloton. I don't know anybody with a Peloton, and right now I only have 2 followers, which that's okay. If you want to follow me, my Peloton username is CJ Rich, no spaces, just CJ Rich. Like I said, you can still see the leaderboard when you're in a class. And it's motivating in itself to me just to see somebody else up there, especially when you see people that are older than you by a lot that are passing you. So it's like, oh man, I have a lot of work to do. But it's just one step at a time. It's a lot of fun to have. And having it, I really think that I'm going to continue to use it and I'm going to meet my health goals, So overall, I'm extremely happy with my bike. I literally have had it for 3 days. I've gone about 53 and a half miles in those 3 days, and I'm about to do a ride tonight. I'm looking forward to it, super excited. There is a great community. Again, I'm not big into talking on Facebook and stuff, but there's a Facebook group if you're into that kind of thing. For me, I'm just into the overall atmosphere of the Peloton community. It's cool. It's a cool atmosphere. And again, I love that one-stop shop. I love that anything I want to do, whether it's, I'm sore and I just want to do light yoga or, meditation before bed or in the morning when I wake up to start my day, just to clear my mind, and a great workout. Like spinning is great. One of the main reasons that I looked at spinning was running on the pavement just pounds my joints. And I was tired of waking up the next day and having sore legs, like sore from pounding the pavement. So I got this bike and like I said, I rode over 50 miles and my legs feel so much better. I don't feel like an old man anymore when I get out of bed. And I think in time, like I said, because now I can do more cardio without pounding my body, that I'm going to improve my cardio. I'm going to start cutting down on some of my fat and reaching the goals that I want to reach. So I hope that you found this video helpful. Again, if you look down below, I'll leave my referral code. If you are interested in getting a Peloton, it's well worth just typing that referral code in. It's not going to hurt you at all. It's going to give you $100 off, and then it's going to help me buy some new workout clothes so that my wife doesn't complain about my stinky workout clothes. So do me a favor and help me out. And if you want to follow along on my journey with my Peloton, I'm sure I'm going to be posting more videos in the future. So hit the subscribe button and check back in the future. And as always, we'll see you guys in the next video.